don't know how many African leaders have provoked you with their speeches and with their reality on ground, but I'm going to bring the African France conference that was held in Kenya. I'm going to bring it to bear so that you know the intent and the content of what was discussed, because a lot of narrative are flying. But listen to, and I'll come back to give you the analysis.
We will not allow ourselves to be exploited again, because we know what we must do. We will not allow ourselves again to be slaves of anybody. We are going to take charge of our own future.
Haven't listened to him. Listen to me. People are talking about when Macron went to go and pick the microphone from the guy, the lady, and was telling people to keep quiet. He was quite correct at that moment. I had no problem, because some of us are so indisciplined, and you feel that it's superiority complex because you have inferiority complex. That's the angle some of you are explaining these things. If something that is an error is an error must be corrected. So I am with Macron on that. The discussion that was held there, my friend, we are progressing. The ship, if you are not aware, the ship had left the shore. The African ship have left the shore. If you are still in your little canoe, telling people, leave our canoe, so that we can fix our canoe, it is, nobody can challenge you on that. Nobody. Do you get the point? Nobody can challenge you on that. You can stay in your canoe, but let me tell you what the vessel that has moved, the African vessel that have moved from the shores, what it will achieve in the high sea. Canoe can never try penetrating that high sea. Do you remember 2024? The African presidents, almost 50 of them went to China. And you know, remember what happened in China? $50 billion was promised to African presidents, and they went to queue up. And it was embarrassing to someone like me. They all went to China. After China, do you know that they didn't rest? They moved to Japan. I will bring them so that you can remember. I want to refresh your mind. They moved to Japan. And Japan also promised about $5 billion as well for some aids and loans. Do you understand? And the China own, I can break it down. $25 billion was for loan. And the other one was $10 billion was China direct investment to Africa. And we talked about the other one that was supposed to be aid. Do you understand? And they went to queue. And after that, they didn't even rest. And Russia even promised grains. And listen, African presidents have not been resting. They have been moving from country to country. This is the first time, and that's why I'm telling you that the ship has moved. The vessel has left the shores. If you want to follow this critically, without emotions, take your time and follow me. This is the first time that Africa is hosting that conference in Africa. That's why I respect Kenya. But you know the funny thing? Do you know that there were some noted people that were not in that conference? For whatever reason it was, I don't know. But the one in China, they were in forefront. Some of them, I don't want to mention some names, because in my part 2, I will mention the names of these countries. Ruto said it the way it should be said. You were not following the conversation. I'm going to bring it to you what Dangote said. What Kagame said. The Kagame said that nobody owes us development. Nobody owes us development. We have to develop ourselves, because we have our technical know-how to do it. If you don't do it, nobody will do it. Dangote said that it should be we first that develop or invest in Africa before we go outside to look for anybody to come and invest. Oh, we are not following what was discussed. Those were the contents.
We will take charge of our own destiny. And that is why a conference like this is taking place in Nairobi, because we are recalibrating our relationship with our partners. And we have been absolutely clear that this is a relationship of equals. At the heart of this relationship is sovereign equality. At the heart of this relationship is not extraction, is not exploitation. It is investment for mutual benefit.
That we are so rich that we are not supposed to go and queue. I am so happy. But hold on. I will bring the real broadcast holistically when I finish with the compilation. I'll see you in my next video. But remember that the law is the law. See you in my next video.